Hey, bro, I got a question.
What's up, man?
If you had to choose three places to go for a vacation, like if you done everything you wanted and you could finally take time to yourself and go on an actual fulfilling, relaxing vacation, what are your top three places to go?
Okay, so I have three different locations. Number one, obviously, is Japan. I'm a
Okay.
big into anime, and that's like the birthplace anime. And the scenery looks so beautiful online. I gotta go before I die. Number two would probably be somewhere in the Caribbean. I've
Hmm.
been to the Bahamas and Jamaica, and then I want to actually go to Barbados just because the Caribbean is such a nice place to go to. I don't care which island you go to,
Yeah.
so beautiful. And number three is actually here in the States, man. I would want to go to Las Vegas.
Mm.
Las Vegas, just simple fact, check it out.
Yeah.
They have a lot of cool things. Like they have this one grocery store thing, and it's not an actual grocery store. It's like weird products and stuff. You had to open doors, like kind of like a maze, kind of.
Mm. Okay. Me.
You?
My number one spot would be Bora Bora.
Why Bora Bora?
Okay, so if you've seen Bora Bora, then you know, like you have the nice little huts out on the beach or above the water. I want to go to Bora Bora because, like, the water, it looks so clear.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just sitting there thinking about it, like, the water looks so clear. The air probably is fresh as hell. Like,
Mm-hmm.
as soon as you wake up and walk outside, it probably feels good as hell. So like that would be a nice spot. It's expensive too though, like $10,000 a night. I'm like, yeah, nah. I said I need to most definitely own a business if I'm spending $10,000 a night to stay at a hut and swim in the water. So Bora Bora is number one.
Number two.
Number two is Brazil.
Interesting.
So I want to go to Brazil because like I think just the culture in Brazil, I like it a lot. I admire it a lot. You know, it's just the main reason I want to go to Brazil is because they do the martial art there, capoeira. And if you play Tekken, it's the guy that looks like he breakdances, Eddie Gordo.
Mm.
So that is
Mm-hmm.
the martial art that it originated in Africa. Oh, I believe it was during the Colombian slave trade. You know, a majority of slaves ended up going to South America, and a lot of them ended up in Brazil. And that's why if you go to Brazil, you can't tell if some. There's a lot of black people in Brazil. You
Mm-hmm.
know, Afro Latino people, but there are a lot of black people in Brazil because a majority of the slaves were dropped off in South America, and being that Brazil is the biggest country in South America, of course, a lot of them are going to be there. So in Brazil, they do the African martial art, the Afro Latino, the Afro Brazilian martial art, capoeira. I just think it's graceful, you know, and it counts as a dance as well, you know, because it was disguised as a form of self defense during slave days, where you know, just like um, the what's it called, the owners. I think that's the right word. That might be the wrong word. The owners thought they were messing around. They were just break and they were dancing around, and it was disguised. That way, the oppressors didn't think that they were actually learning how to do self defense. So it's a really big part of the culture. Also, they do something called carnival.
Oh
I
yeah.
want to participate in that so badly, you know, because you know how here in Louisiana they have Mardi Gras, you
Mm-hmm.
know, in
I've
Brazil
never been.
they have Carnival. I want to do that. You know, it's just like a yearly celebration, and it just encapsulate and it just captures the tradition and culture that they have there. You know, and I also want to see the statue of Jesus that they have there. I
Mm-hmm.
think that is a very big monument. Like that is a very big monumental symbol that they have there, and the women there are gorgeous.
I was going to say that. Oh my,
Oh my
man! I've
god,
seen some videos of Carnival. Oh my lord.
it's just
Mwah.
Brazilian women, and like truly and honestly, I said Bora Bora is the number one place I want to go to. But if I had to choose, like just if I had to say Bora Bora for another time, then Brazil is most definitely the place I'm going to.
What about number three?
Number three, I want to go to Hawaii.
Okay.
It's either Hawaii, Samoa, New Zealand, Maui. You know, all the Pacific islands. You know, Reason being is because I want to get a tribal tattoo.
Oh
Like
yeah,
that's just something that I want to do. I want to get a tribal tattoo, and if I do get a tribal tattoo, I want to go somewhere where it is authentic. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Something
So
like a Samoan, that
yeah,
tribal, how they do. Yeah.
yeah. So it just I swear the traditional way they do it is not with a needle gun, but with, like a stick.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'll be down for that. I'll be down for that for sure.
Be in a lot of pain.
I mean, when I got my first tattoo, I took it like a champ.
I still don't have a tattoo.
Man, just it all depends on where you get it. I got it on my left shoulder. It's a Libra scale. It's my first tattoo. I didn't know what to get, so I just got a Libra scale. And because I like tribal tattoos, I got it like as tribal as I could. That way, I could use that as the start of a possible sleeve in the future when I'm making money. You can spend money on a tattoo like that. But I just if I were to go to like Hawaii, New Zealand, Maui, or Samoa, any of the Pacific Islands, then I would get a tribal tattoo. And for a minute now, I was like, is getting a tribal tattoo, is that considered cultural appropriation because I'm not a part of their culture?
I think each tribal tattoo, from the way I understand it, is like a story, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's some way, you just don't get a tribal tattoo, but oh, look, but if you go there and talk to them, I
Yeah.
think that's appropriate because you're asking questions in a respectful way and
Yeah.
finding out, you know?
Yeah. And so I know, like, if I were to get another tattoo, it'll be a tribal band because tribal bands are supposed to represent a loved one that you lost.
Hmm.
So just my older brother, my dad, and my grandma. I would get a tribal band to represent those three because they were three major people that I lost from high school to college. Just in a way to commemorate and keep the memory going. You
Hmm.
know,
Yeah, and I think for me that's kind of similar with Japan. Why I want to go there so bad, it's just the culture. Everyone
yeah,
talks about culture, but the Japanese culture is like I've never, if out of all the countries in the world, like I hear they're like one of the most respectful people out there.
hmm,
They treat their elders with grace and respect.
yeah,
Not to say what America doesn't, but um, and just the food looks good.
yeah,
The way they're just so advanced in some ways. Like I seen a vending machine, bro, that had like hot coffee, like actual hot. They had like a vending machine, and it's like those blenders, self blenders you push, and it cuts
yeah,
the oranges.
yeah,
They had a vending machine with that, bro. And the transportation, like
hmm,
the trains and stuff, are like so just more convenient. And
yeah,
there was these people like tourists that were carrying around this device. You speak your native language and it translates to Japanese, and then they speak into it. I was like, bro, that is so
cool,
smart and cool. Like
yeah,
they're living years ahead of us.
yeah. And you see, I wanted to go to Japan too. Like that has always been a dream of mine. But I was like, damn, if I go to Japan, I said I might be the tallest one there.
Hmm.
I said I'd be getting looks after looks walking through as a tall black man. I was like, yeah, no, that's not attention that I want.
I mean, they're pretty good for Well, from what I heard, the Japanese people are pretty decent and nice and honest people.
Yeah, you know, like, and I'm pretty sure like there are a lot of other spots I would go to as well, but
Okinawa's somewhere. I think it's called Okinawa.
Okinawa, that's where a lot of people in the military are stationed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okinawa. By there, there's like supposed to. I also want to try Disney's theme park there. I think they have a.
in Japan.
Yeah, I heard
Oh,
it's.
man.
I heard it's dope. Like it's. And they also have this like art exhibit. I can't remember. I seen it online.
Hmm.
You go without your shoes, and it's just trippy. I like museums like that.
Yeah,
Like
like,
they have one where you're walking in water, and it's like supposed to like fish, but it's not actual fish.
yeah,
It's like colorful and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's so dope.
yeah. I like truly and honestly, when it comes to vacationing, I think when I had the time, then I would take the time to tour through all of Latin America, Central America and South America, because Latin culture, like I love it a lot. Truly and honestly, like I listen to the music, um, I have fun with it, so I just want to go through and kind of learn about it a little bit more, you know, and Yeah.
And for me, I think that's also one of the reasons why I want to go to Caribbean. Um, I'm mixed. My dad is black, and we have some family
Hmm.
from the Caribbean, and so it's like to get a better connection with him. I want to experience it, because when I went to Jamaica and the Bahamas, one of the nicest people. Even like I remember this thing in Jamaica where you could climb rocks or
Hmm.
whatever. It was like a waterfall we climbed up,
Yeah.
and we went off course. And I thought the guy was gonna get mad, but he was like so happy. He was like, "Yes, the strong boys, yes." He was so happy, and I was like, I just thought that cool because here in America, you go off course, they're gonna yell at you like, "Oh," and that's something that I always will never forget.
Yeah.
The joy in his face, like it was amazing. Like what I'm saying, we split off from because that cliff thing is for everybody. So
Yeah.
you know,
You know, my sister-in-law is Jamaican, like full on. And it's just I think like just as an American, if you're touring any other foreign country, you just gotta be respectful about it.
hmm
Just like because you talking about going to Japan. I took Japanese for 4 years in high school, and I was doing good until I graduated high school and never spoke the language again, and then it just left.
yeah,
But just like to go to Brazil, I would take the time to learn Portuguese a bit, to try and kind of like see how it is, the culture and everything, participate in carnival. And even though I'm tall, I was still trying to learn how to do capoeira and
hmm
all that and just have a good time. Bora Bora, though, is like I said, the number one spot I want to go to because I feel like that would be an absolute moment of peace and tranquility. Just having a good time, chilling in a nice little hut slash bungalow. Um, and you go out, you see the really clear water, blue skies, and everything. I feel if I do end up vacationing in Bora Bora, then that is how I know that I made it.
Yep, 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 yep. Especially for $10,000 a night,
Hell
man. That's
yeah.
you go what 5 days? That's 50 G's right
I'm just
there,
saying.
man.
But like, I'm working at a luxury hotel, so I could get discounts on hotels. My cousin is a travel agent, so she might be able to give me discounts on vacation spots. And my aunt works at American Airlines, so she could probably give me discounts on plane tickets.
Look at you. You got every major expensive thing
I,
covered,
I'm just
man.
saying. So it's just like I don't know. When it comes time for me to vacation, like just I'm gonna have a good time. Like I said, I know Bora Bora is the number one place I want to go to, but I'd probably save that one for last for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Just get everything else out the way. Go to Brazil, experience the culture. Go to Hawaii or Maui or Samoa or New Zealand and embrace the culture over there and get a tribal tattoo. You know, do a lot of sightseeing. And shit. There's a lot that I can still do here in the United States. There's a lot of Texas that I have yet to
Yeah,
to see. And so there's a lot that you could do all over the world, and it just all boils down to being respectful and not making an ass out of yourself while you're on
yeah.
vacation.
And other foreign countries have stricter like littering. I know in Singapore you can get what is it? Not like a what with the belt or something like that. Lynching, not lynching, but
Whoa, lynching is too far.
no, that's not funny. But it's you get spanked or something in Singapore if you litter.
Okay, yeah.
That's I don't know what that is called. Sorry for, but
Singapore. It's just straight punishment.
and
Just
like
getting a paddling, kind of.
I think I don't know. Cristiano Ronaldo, he's getting supposedly 100 beatings for kissing a disabled lady on the cheek or something like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm like that's kind of too far. But then again, it's a touchy subject because it's part of the
Yeah.
So you have to also understand that too. Like I remember in school, you know how we wear black here for funerals and stuff,
Yep.
and we wear colors for. I think it's opposite in
Hmm.
Japan. Like you're supposed to wear, like I don't remember which classes what, but they were talking about purple is kind of bad,
Hmm.
and so that's some of the things you have to read up on.
Yeah.
Especially Here we're used to free refills and stuff like that. Other countries you don't. Like it's
Yeah.
just little things,
Hmm.
that people just want to go to this country, but you don't know.
Yeah. And like, man, it's honestly, it's a lot to think about, but it's exciting. Just like, dang, when I do have that time, when I do have the money, the resources, and the availability, or availability and time are the same thing. Um, what would I do with it? Where would I go? Like those are questions that I think about to this day. Even though I'm working full time, going to school full time, I really don't have time on my hands like that. But like, man, my first vacation, where am I going? I got my passport. It's over here collecting dust.
Yep, I see. I actually have it in my hand.
Yeah. So it's just like, and it's just like, I think going to Hawaii and going to Brazil, that would be something that I do by myself.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to Bora Bora, then I'm either taking my family, like mom, brothers, sister, close family, or I'm taking my own family, wife and kids, or I'm taking close friends, you know,
Mm-hmm.
hey, you guys, let's all go on vacation. Let's
Yeah.
let's just go away for a couple of days and we'll be fine.
As
And
long
then,
as you're paying for it, big fella, we on it for 10 G's. No, but I think it just vacation spots different. Like Japan, that's something you would want to go to with your friends.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, for sure.
But the Caribbean is something you would take your wife.
Hmm.
And then Vegas is somewhere you could kind of go. You could do all three.
Yeah,
You know.
but it's just like, man, just talking about it gets me excited because, like, if am doing well in the future, like, where am I going? You know, so
Because if you're just working like every day for the rest of your life, that sucks.
yeah,
You want to be able to work till you can vacation.
truly. And like I said, I'm working at a luxury hotel. I'm gonna take advantage of those discounts. Take advantage of the vacation days that they give me. So just like, yeah, man, just my three places: Hawaii or any Pacific island is number three, Brazil is number two, and Bora Bora is number one.
hmm And so for me, it would be three would be Las Vegas because I've always wanted to go to Vegas just to sightsee. I'm not a gambler, but I might spend $20 here. And I don't know. Number two would be definitely some on the Caribbean, off the beach. I love the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere on there. I think hopefully next would be Barbados for me. My goal in life is to travel to every country.
Yeah.
I
Oh
mean, every
man.
country on the half the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And then number one, I've always wanted to go to Japan. I'm big into anime. I call that the birthplace of anime, just to see, And then they have like all the shops and stuff, like 4-story shops where you can
Yeah.
get coffee. Magna. How you say the word? Like Magna, like anime books and stuff like that.
Mangas.
And mangas, yes. On like the other floor, it's just cool, and they have like sleep centers and stuff like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can sleep for like 3 hours, and it's very something that is appealing to me.
Yeah.
As nerdy as I am.
Sitting here and thinking about it, I think the reason why I chose my three places is because they have beaches. And whenever I have dreams, like beaches always symbol I think the beach is my symbol of peace.
Mm,
Just sitting on the sand, and I can't tell you how peaceful and soothing it is to sit on the beach and just listen to the waves crashing for hours.
oh yeah.
Just like it's been years since I last been to the beach. I think it was my freshman year at college when I went to go visit my older brother and his family in Florida. We go to the beach and I just be wanting to sit there and just listen to the water. And we have a lake over here that I like to go to, and I just sit and listen to the water crash and hit the shore because it's peaceful. Just listening to it, the smell in the air, and like just looking out and seeing a huge body of water is just my idea of a peaceful time.
hmm And I think for me, the reason I picked all my places is just the fun aspect. I think I generally could have fun in Vegas, like all the stuff you don't see here in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
you could see in Vegas, like just like you can rent cars and go fast on the track there.
Yeah.
You can have the demolition stuff, and then that museum I mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The grocery store. That's like unique. I like things like that. The Caribbean, like you said, the beach is very peaceful.
Yeah.
The food, the like great time. Japan number one for me, just cause the food,
Mm-hmm.
the fun aspect. I feel like my eyes would get big just looking. They even have a robot statue of that one robot.
Gundam.
Yeah. Which is pretty dope if you ask me.
Yeah.
Godzilla as
Yeah.
well.
Godzilla, man. I think I might have to reconsider about Japan. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I keep on saying if they were to ever make a live action Naruto movie, I would be down to audition for Killer B.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen Naruto. I'm more of a Dragon Ball Z guy.
Okay.
Team Dragon Ball all the way. But yeah, Japan. The culture. I want to visit the culture so bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I ain't gonna lie. If I were to ever go to Brazil, I probably wouldn't come back. I'm just saying, like, I could probably pass for Brazilian if I wanted to. So I'm get there, learn the language, change my name. I'm like, oh yeah, this is me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my top 3 places, Hawaii or any Pacific island, um, Brazil, and Bora Bora is my number one go-to.
And for me, lastly, it's third Vegas. 2 is anywhere on the Caribbean, and number 1 Japan.
All right.
Japan, yeah.
All right, then, y'all. There you have it. Our future vacation spots.
All right, y'all. Take it easy.